So many entrepreneurs pour everything into the grind late nights, endless tasks, and the constant pressure to look successful, but deep down they feel guilty when they're not working and anxious when their efforts don't produce instant results. They assume they're stuck because they need better strategies, better marketing, or more money. But the truth is, it's their emotions quietly steering every decision, not their logic. We were all told that emotions don't belong in business, that success comes from pushing harder, grinding longer, and ignoring how we feel. But that system is a lie because emotional pressure eventually becomes the enemy of clarity and growth. So let me ask you something real. What if your biggest business problem is happening inside you, not around you? What if the real competitor holding you back is your own emotional pattern? These emotional habits, hesitating to raise prices, procrastinating on outreach, avoiding tough conversations, quietly shape your business more than any marketing tool. And the longer they stay unchecked, the more they sabotage your growth without you even noticing. If you don't confront these patterns, your business won't scale. It will simply repeat the same painful cycles at a higher cost. Ignoring them doesn't freeze your growth, it slowly kills it. Hey everyone, Max here. Welcome back to Max Focus. Today, we're diving deep into a powerful truth. Your business isn't just shaped by strategy, but by the emotions running silently in the background. This is Max Focus, where we rewire your mind, redesign your life. Quick reminder, everything in this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not offering therapy or legal advice. And if you're serious about growing your business and yourself, hit subscribe. It's free and it keeps you focused and evolving. Today, we're breaking down the 7 emotional traps that silently sabotage your business, and I'll show you exactly how to break free from each one. Stay with me until the end because you're about to understand yourself and your business on an entirely new level. Fear affects entrepreneurs more than they realize. It sneaks into your pricing, your emails, and even the opportunities you choose. The first step is simple. Notice when fear is running the show, and replace it with decisions based on real data instead of panic. Studies show fear can drop your decision accuracy by almost 30%. When fear slows you down, you miss opportunities that could have moved your business forward. And the worst part? Those missed chances create even more fear, trapping you in a cycle you don't even notice. Imagine negotiating without your voice shaking and raising your prices without second-guessing yourself. Picture choosing clients who energize you instead of drain you. Like Jack Canfield says, everything you want really is on the other side of fear. Perfectionism feels productive, but most entrepreneurs don't realize it's actually emotional avoidance. We polish, tweak, and over-edit because it feels safer than releasing something that could be judged. The truth is, progress only happens when we choose good enough and move forward anyway. Research shows small businesses lose massive amounts of money every year simply because they delay launching. Waiting for things to be perfect kills momentum, and momentum is what actually drives growth. When you release fast, test fast, and improve fast, your business finally starts to move. Perfectionism often disguises itself as having high standards, but deep down it's usually fear of being judged. When you embrace imperfection, you free yourself to create, learn, and grow. Or as Voltaire said, perfect is the enemy of good. Imposter syndrome hits hardest when you're actually doing well. You start thinking your wins were just luck, not skill. But the truth is, your emotions are rewriting the story while the evidence shows you've earned every step. Most professionals don't realize how common this is. Nearly 70% of people have felt like frauds at some point, even when they're highly capable. That's why tracking your wins and the results you create is the fastest way to anchor yourself back in reality. Imposter syndrome tricks you into thinking self-doubt makes you humble. But really, it just makes you invisible, and silence never sells your value. True confidence isn't arrogance. It's simply owning what you've already worked hard to become. Overthinking feels like you're being responsible, but really it's just fear wearing a smart disguise. You replay the same decisions over and over because your brain thinks delay equals safety. But the longer you wait, the more opportunities quietly slip through your fingers. Most people don't realize how much mental energy they lose by thinking instead of doing. Every hour spent worrying is an hour not spent moving forward. And over time, That hesitation becomes one of the most expensive habits an entrepreneur can develop. The truth is, clarity comes from action, not endless mental debating. When you decide quickly and test small, you learn faster and stress less. And as Patton said, a good plan executed now will always beat the perfect plan you never start. People-pleasing sounds harmless, but it slowly turns your business into a burnout machine. You start saying yes to things that drain you, just to avoid disappointing others. Today, we're talking about the emotional trap that feels kind, but costs you the most. More than half of freelancers in the U.S. report burnout from being too nice. They lower their prices, over-deliver, and ignore their own limits. But imagine if you worked only with clients who respect your value and pay you what you're really worth. Trying to please everyone doesn't grow your business, it drains it. The moment you say yes to everyone, you quietly say no to yourself. Like Paulo Coelho said, when you say yes to others, make sure you're not saying no to yourself. Money anxiety has a sneaky way of pushing you into chaos. When fear takes over, you start hoarding every dollar like you're preparing for disaster. And instead of growing, you stay stuck because every decision feels like a threat. Money anxiety doesn't just make you freeze. Sometimes it makes you reckless. When stress spikes, you rush into deals, investments, or expenses just to feel a little safer. But those emotional decisions usually end up costing more than they save. But the moment you build a simple money system, everything changes. Instead of reacting emotionally, your decisions become steady, predictable, and calm. And that's when opportunities finally stop slipping through your fingers. Burnout hits entrepreneurs harder than they realize. You keep pushing, thinking it's the only way to grow, but your creativity slowly fades. The more you hustle nonstop, the less clarity you actually have. The U.S. has some of the highest burnout rates in the world, and entrepreneurs feel it the most. 63% report chronic stress that never seems to end. Imagine waking up energized, instead making clearer decisions and growing your business without draining your health. You might think working harder means growing faster, but it often leads to hitting a wall. Burnout doesn't make you stronger, it shuts you down when you need clarity most. Like Anne Lamott said, sometimes you just need to unplug so you can function again. Let's quickly recap the 7 emotional traps that silently sabotage entrepreneurs. Fear. Perfectionism, imposter syndrome, overthinking, people-pleasing, money anxiety, and burnout. At the end of the day, your business doesn't grow from strategy alone, it grows from emotional mastery. Once you control your internal world, your external results shift dramatically. If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share this with another entrepreneur who needs this awareness. And now I want to hear from you. Which emotional trap hits you the hardest? Drop your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else break free. You're watching Max Focus. Rewire your mind, redesign your life, take care of your mind, and your business will take care of you. I'll see you in the next video.